Greetings and welcome back, everyone. Glad to see you. Even in these troubled times, and I know they're troubled times, it's pretty obvious. And I want to make this video, as you can tell by the title, a message to YouTube. Because you're guilty of wronging me. And how you have wronged me is in the fact that you have censored me. And that's why I left YouTube. Because I despise censorship. And why do I despise censorship? Because it's a tool of evil. And a tool of evil used against the people is not a very good thing, is it? And this is what YouTube is guilty of. And that's why I want to talk about sin, because we've forgotten what sin is in this world. And in one of the next and upcoming videos, I'm going to lay out sin once again for everybody, because I think they need to be reminded not of only what sin is, but why sin is what it is, and the effects it has and it leads to. In this world, it's become consumed by this sin. It's everywhere now. In fact, I would say it's the heroin of the world. That's what sin has become. And it's the drug of choice. Yes, by choice. But I think part of the problem is we've forgotten what sin is. And one sin that I'm really bothered by, again, is censorship. And this message really goes out to all the social media platforms that exist. Censorship means you are serving the devil. You're serving Satan. That is your master. When you censor people, that's who you're serving, because you're not serving the Father. And now the Father has sent his intercessor, that would be me, to step in and rid this evil from the world. But I'm going up against the devil, whom you work for. And you work for him because you're doing his bidding. And you're doing his bidding in order to keep people away from the truth. So you're being called out. And in doing so, I'm telling you what you're doing and why it is wrong. And this goes for all media platforms. Censorship is evil. And here's why. Because in a world filled with truth, there is no room for darkness. And trying to deceive people is darkness. By keeping them away from the truth, that's always darkness. That's why censorship is such an evil. Truth always prevails, whether it's a negative truth or a positive truth. Whether it's a lie or it's a deception. And that's what truth is. It's that place of knowing. And you want to keep people away from that place of knowing. And the people of the world do not like being deceived and do not being lied to. And you're in a bit of a sticky situation because now you're being called out. And I'm going to extend an olive branch to you. And why am I extending an olive branch? Well, even though you've wronged me and should be extending me an olive branch by apologizing to me for taking my video down. So, here's the deal. I'm bringing truth to the world. And I'm going to expose the lies, and I'm going to expose the deception. And you're going to be part of that exposing. And so, I think the best move for you would be not to censor me, because when I do take control of this world and take my rightful seat to the throne of power, I'm going to make sure that all the wrongs that have been happening in this world are answered for. And you're going to have to answer for this if you do decide to censor me from now on. So, you've got a choice to make. Do you censor me or not? Well, if you were a betting man, you might bet that I will not take the seat of power, and therefore what I'm saying means nothing. Or you could think of it as, what if this person does get into power and he exposes all the corruption in this world and the people have to answer for their crimes? Then what? Now, that's why I'm drawing the line in the sand. It's so that you think about your future actions. Because the devil's not going to win. Truth always prevails. And you've got a choice to make amongst yourselves, the shareholders, the CEOs. Allow me to say what I'm going to say. If you censor me, there may be a time where you have to answer to all of the evils of what censorship is. And you'll have to answer to the people why. Why would you not want us to have the truth? Those are the questions you're going to have to answer. So think about that. That's my message to YouTube. Are you going to accept and allow me to speak my mind and say what I have to say without cutting my videos, without taking them down, without taking my channel down? Think about it. I'm putting the ball in your court now. And we'll see how this plays out. But I'm going to give YouTube a second chance, because I know that it's a powerful platform, but you're using your power in the wrong way, and ultimately leading yourself to your own destruction, because that's where your master leads you. And you don't realize the world that this is headed to. And if you shut down the truth, you don't realize what you're setting yourself up for, because you may be thinking that you're going to be blessed by your master, who is Lucifer, but you're not. This is going to lead to your own self-destruction. This is why I'm giving you this olive branch, because you need to think about things. You have an important choice to make, YouTube. In fact, I don't know if I said this already, but you would be best to just now come out and say, okay, we are a free speech open platform. That's the best decision you could make. And I would make that decision soon, because it's something to think about. Could be seen as a good thing if you come out and just do the right thing. So, that's all I want to say in this video for now. Because the videos coming up, I'm going to say a lot of things. And the things I am going to say is going to expose a lot of things. Things that I don't think YouTube wants or is allowed to let happen or be exposed. So, we'll see. Alright folks, amen. We'll see you soon.